Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome to my channel. Today it's just going to be a little bit of fun because we are going to do a tarot whodunit. I've been seeing these videos pop up in my feed for the past few days. I have really enjoyed watching everybody solve their murder mystery cases. The very first video I saw was Marlena, and I will link her video below. But I believe this is a really old tag from a few years ago, and I'm sorry, but I forget the name of the first person who started it, but I will link that video too. In case you have not seen how this little murder mystery is going to play out, what you need to do is separate all your quartz out into their suit, separate your minors, separate your majors. Take out your death card, and you want to take out your aces. Your aces are your murder weapons, and the death card will play a role later. So, what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle up the majors, and we're going to see who our poor victim is. Who is the victim of this awful crime? Who is our victim? Let's take this one. Oh my gosh, it's the Hierophant. The Hierophant has been murdered. So let us see how that came to be. If it's a cup, he was poisoned. If it's a sword, he was stabbed. If it was a pentacle, he was bludgeoned over the head with a blunt object, I believe. And if it is the wands, he was shot. So what did the suspect use? He shot the Hierophant. Our poor priest. What did he do to deserve this? Well, the only suspects that it could be are our princess, our knight, our queen, and our king of wands. What did they have against this religious leader? What was their motive behind this crime? So we're going to take our minors and we're going to start asking some questions to see what their motives were. The princess. She was not fond of him. We have the Five of Swords. She felt that he took more than he should, and that he wasn't trustworthy and upstanding like maybe people thought he was. The knight. Oh, the knight. He also felt that the Hierophant was greedy. And he feels that the Hierophant was maybe taking money from others and keeping it for himself instead of helping those in need. And what is the queen? The queen is distraught over this murder. Absolutely distraught. And maybe they had a relationship with each other. I don't know, but it's causing a lot of emotional turmoil for her. And what does our king, the Three of Swords, he feels betrayed and does not feel, and brokenhearted, and does not feel that this Hierophant has lived up to his full potential. Maybe he put him in this position and he doesn't feel that he has done for the kingdom like the Hierophant was supposed to do, and be that spiritual leader and help the community. But he does. He has a lot of grief, and he's disheartened with this man. So let's see what else we can find out about the princess, since she doesn't trust him to begin with. The Six of Wands. She might be celebrating that he's met his demise. Yeah, I think she's happy over the way things have played out. That's kind of dark. So what is going on with our knight who thinks that the Hierophant was stealing? He's doubling down on that. The Five of Pentacles. He did not feel uplifted by him. He does not feel he did enough as a leader for the spiritual community. He did not feel that he helped in any way. So he has a little bit of a grudge against him. The Queen. We've got the Three of Cups here. So who is she talking to about his demise? That's interesting. She was overcome with emotion that he has met his end. And now she's laughing and celebrating with others already. She wasn't in her grief very long. Our King. Maybe he's trying to figure out how to put this kingdom all back together and come up with a new plan to put someone else in the Hierophant's seat. And he just wants to focus on family and his household and his kingdom. And he doesn't want to worry about what happened to him. He's over it. Let's pull one more card to see if it can give us any more. Oh, that's too many. Any more detail about. Well, even though she was celebrating there for a little bit, she is overburdened now. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe guilt is overburdening her because she is the one that took out the Hierophant. What is going on with our knight here? He feels confronted by our line of questioning. Like, why would we even suspect him? Yes, he didn't like him, and he thought that he was stealing from the kingdom and wasn't helping out the poor and the penniless like he should have been. And he's like, he's not happy with the line of questioning, but he also may know something and feel like he needs to decide whether he tells us what he knows or not. And our queen who was so upset and then laughed and celebrated. She has nothing more to say. She is retiring to her chambers. She says, I am done with this line of questioning. Do not bother me anymore. I have told you what I know, and I am not helping you any further. Maybe her guilt has sent her to her chambers and to her bed because she cannot handle what she's done. Interesting. And our king. So the Two of Cups. Well, that's interesting. We have the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups. Were they having some sort of backdoor dealings going on here that came to an unexpected end that he wasn't happy about? Maybe the Hierophant screwed him over and made all these promises to him and didn't fulfill them. So maybe their relationship was closer than he has let on. That's interesting. So let's take our Death card here and stick it in this deck. And let's see how their alibis are going to hold up and who committed this crime. Okay, so the princess, remember, she didn't like him to begin with. We have the Chariot. You know what? She's ready to skip town. She doesn't even want to be around anymore. Maybe she feels that too much has fallen over the kingdom, too much grief, and she doesn't want to deal with that. Looky there. The Knight. The Knight who felt like the Hierophant was stealing from the kingdom and not taking care of the underprivileged in this kingdom like he should have. And maybe he confronted him about it. And the Hierophant didn't care and said, this money belongs to me, belongs to my church and the coffers, and I don't owe you anything, nor this kingdom. And the Knight couldn't take it anymore. And so therefore, the Hierophant met his demise. So I thought this was a really fun thing to do. I enjoyed it. I've done it multiple times by myself just to play around with different decks of cards of mine. I've enjoyed watching everybody's video and see how they reason out the motives and the relationship with the victim and the suspects. And it's just something fun to do and lighthearted where you're not taking your cards so serious all the time. And this was just a whole made up scenario, all for entertainment purposes, all for the fun of it. And so just keep that in mind whenever you're watching this. So like I said, I'm going to try to put those links to everybody's things that I mentioned in the description box below. And I can't wait to see who else does it. And it was a fun thing to do this spooky season. So until next time, stay spooky. Bye.